The minds at NASA are taking technology used from space missions and bringing it down to Earth to help firefighters. Washington reporter Elizabeth Blackburn traveled to NASA Langley Research Center in Virginia to get a look at the process.
After the loss of 19 Arizona firefighters in the Yarnell Hill fire 2 years ago, Mary Beth Wusk with NASA decided she had to do something to help fire technology. So she used her knowledge of heat shields for missions to space to start a new project.
Fire shelters that we have today work extremely well if the fire is not directly on you. So these shelters that we're working with are looking at trying to protect the firemen beneath the shelter if there's more of a direct flame.
That's the problem that the project called Chiefs is trying to answer. It stands for Convective Heating Improvement for Emergency Fire Shelters.
2, 1.
The team took 200 different combinations of materials and tested them in the lab. Then once they found the best combinations, shelters were built to test in the forests with the U.S. Forest Service.
We built these fire shelters in literally a matter of 5 months, which is a real rapid turnaround for us, and got into the test up in Canada and Northwest Territories. And we had a very successful test period there, mostly learning just real world lessons, things we hadn't thought of, testing these small samples in a laboratory.
Fody said during the first round of testing, he could feel the heat coming off the stand of trees from 100 yards away.
It is really impactful. It's powerful. It makes you think, my Lord, what if I was stuck in that situation and all I had to rely on was this piece of gear that some people had developed and try to give me a shot at surviving this.
He says they had another round of tests and are now developing Generation 2 fire shelters to test in the spring. But it's a challenge since firefighters have strict constraints.
So a perfect shelter would be a shelter that weighs no more than the current shelter, is no bigger, has significantly improved protection, is durable, gives off no toxic gases or anything that could be damaging to the occupant inside during the deployment itself.
The team continues to test, and Wusk said she is excited to work on a project that can improve life here on Earth.
This opportunity to see the team work together and have a common goal that can make such a difference has just been probably the highlight of my career. The people on the team are working hard together. It's about making the best product that we can to protect the people.
Fody says they hope to have prototypes in the field for preliminary testing this summer, but that schedule could change. Reporting in Washington, D.C., Elizabeth Blackburn, Cronkite News.